And now, a message from the Admiral.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. If you're seeing this video right now, it means that I am already dead. I was murdered in this library by Colonel Mustard. He used a candlestick. It is now entirely upon you to solve my murder. No, hi, it's Kerry. It's the Admiral, Geekshow podcast. Stay, Bronco. Stay. It is time for the Fireside Chats, and this is, of course, my library that you see when you come into my home. This is or as Shannon calls it, the big book room. But this is the library. This is where I do the Fireside Chat every year, and the Fireside Chat has always been kind of a eulogy every year, looking into the past year. But after consulting with my closest knights, we decided that it was time for a change, time to do something different. Talked to Rebecca, first of all, and she said, I think it should be something along the lines of, it's okay to be afraid of change, but as my hero Carrie Fisher says, stay afraid and do it anyway. So that's the watchword for the coming year. There will be change. We're going to do it anyway, and it's going to be good. And a lot of changes coming with the show. These are all good things. There's some new and exciting things that I can't tell you about quite yet. Please be patient with us for the changes on the way. I have longed to own this podcast outright for many, many moons. And thanks to the hard work of attorney Mike rolling up the sleeves and doing all the work, I am now the dog that caught the car. I don't know what to do with it now that I've caught it. Now, don't get me wrong, show business, I understand. It's the business of show that I don't understand. And so that's why I need you all to be patient with me. It's going to take a little time, but we're going to get there. A lot of exciting new projects are coming down the way. And because I am a bear of very little brain, I do ask for your patience because it's all learning for me. We got some spin-off programs. We got more events coming up, more YouTube stuff. Merch will be back. And if things go the way that I expect, I think you're going to be very, very happy with this. I've had a lot of industry professionals talk to me about this show, and they've given me a lot of suggestions. One that I laugh at every time is you guys should do more speculation fake stories, more clickbait stories, because you'd increase your clicks and your people checking in. And we're just not going to do that. It's wrong, and it's false. It's not us, and it's not what you deserve. Some deceptive internet trick to inflate our, popularity. We're not going to do that. So back to the Fireside Chat, to what we're talking about. When I need advice, I always go to the smart people I know. And there's a reason that I call Lee George Cade my Ben Kenobi. He was there many years ago to literally pick me up off of my kitchen floor, and I'm using the word literally, unspool me from my fetal position and set me on a path of self-knowledge and self-discovery. So I asked him, what should we do with the Fireside Chat this year? And here's what he had to say. He says, I think that people could use a pep talk. They've all come off of a tough couple of years. Things have been rough. It's a new beginning, and we can make the year what we want. Take charge of our own destinies. Learn to roll with the punches. Challenge ourselves to step outside our comfort zone. Love harder. Celebrate the things that we enjoy with people who enjoy them too. To seize the year. And he's absolutely right. So what I did was I went and looked in the past year for some encouraging words. Some words of inspiration. And when I heard these words, I stood up in my living room and cheered. So let me share them with you. This is, of course, from Andor. My name is Marva Karasi Andor. I'm honored to stand before you. I'm honored to be a daughter of Ferrix. Honored to be worthy of the stone. Strange, I feel as if I can see it. I was 6, I think, the first time I touched a funerary stone. Heard our music, felt our history. Holding my sister's hand as we walked all the way from the Fountain Square where you stand now. I've been there many times than I can remember. I always wanted to be lifted. I was always eager, always waiting to be inspired. And I remember every time it happened, every time the dead lifted me with their truth. And now I'm dead, and I yearn to live to you. Not because I want to shine or even be remembered, it's because I want you to go on. I want Ferrex to continue in my waning hours. That's what comforts me most. But I fear for you. We've been sleeping. We've had each other, and Ferrex, our work, our days, we've had each other, and they've left us alone. We kept the trade lanes open, and they left us alone. We took their money and ignored them. We kept their engines churning. And the moment that they pulled away, we forgot them. Because we had each other. We had Ferrex. But we were sleeping. I've been sleeping. And I've been turning away from the truth that I wanted not to face. There is a wound that won't heal at the center of the galaxy. There is a darkness reaching like rust into everything around us. We let it grow, and now it's here. It's here, and it's not visiting anymore. It wants to stay. The Empire is a disease that thrives in darkness. It's never been more alive than when we sleep. It's easy for the dead to tell you to fight. Maybe it's true. Maybe fighting is useless. Perhaps it's too late. But I'll tell you this. If I could do it again, I'd wake up early and be fighting these bastards from the start. Fight the Empire. Inspirational. So I want to thank each and every one of you for listening and watching and supporting this project over the many, many moons that we've been doing this. We have lost a lot of listeners over the past 7 years or so because our attitudes and philosophies are considered woke. Our detractors use that word because they can't use words like compassionate, empathetic, educated, informed, literate, tolerant, inquisitive, or reasonable. They can't use these words in a sentence. We'll continue to be who we always have been and who I believe all of you are. Want to thank Sue, first of all, my dear wife, because none of this happens without her love and support. I want to thank my dear friends Lee George Cade, who is my hero, my ship's rudder. Tony, who is my rock, who is always there like a lighthouse. Rebecca, my General Leah, who's one of the top 5 funniest people that I know. Jay, who is a constant source of excitement to me as I watch him navigate the maze that we call the industry. And of course, Mr. B, Shannon, who is a man of great passion, and I want him to succeed, and I will continue to be his biggest fan. Mike Anderson, who believed in all of us and rolled up his sleeves to help the old captain take control again of the podcast. And myself and Mike, and these are some new names you're going to learn. Kyle and Dave and Double Plus, all of us at Geekshow. We're all working together and trying to put out more content, working on a lot of projects, and we're also working with people outside of the Geekshow family. A lot of exciting things. I think you're going to be interested. If you want to help us out, the best thing that you can do is join the Patreon, geekshowgotthiscovered.com. Come to our movie matinee, which is pay what you want, and just continue to be there, because we'll continue doing it for you as long as you continue to enjoy it. So, live long and prosper, bitches. Heel. Heel, Bronco. Heel. Good boy. Yeah. Thank you.